Once again, my name is Mike Toth. I'm a candidate for the Third Court of Appeals. My last name is Toth, and I always tell folks I'm one O short of a tooth. I've been campaigning now for almost 7 months, and I'm still not a tooth. I'm a graduate of Stanford University. I graduated in 2001. I went to work at the Bush White House, and about a month after I started my job at the White House, 9/11 happened, and I've always been dedicated to public service. That really encouraged me to join the military. I went into the Marine Corps. I served 4 years active duty in the Marine Corps as a lawyer. Graduated at University of Virginia Law School. While I was at UVA Law School, I got a master's degree in history, and that led to a book that I published, which just came out in paperback. I know the League of Women Voters is an incredibly informed organization about candidates of all stripes, and you're probably aware, I think there's 6 U.S. senators that now have books out. I assure you, just to be clear, my book is not a campaign book. It is a book about constitutional law. It's a book about an early, I think, undeservedly overlooked American founder. And the reason I mention it here tonight is it really shows I'm very interested in hard work and writing about legal issues. I authored that book while I was on active duty. It came out just after I finished my time on active duty. At that point in my career, I continued to advance in legal practice. I worked for 2 different federal judges, helping them draft the opinions, work on the cases, move the issues along. I worked for a federal trial court judge and then a federal appeals court judge, Edith Jones, who sits in Houston, who's really a giant on the federal judiciary, a stalwart judge who really taught me a lot about integrity, hard work, judging, made me the lawyer that I always wanted to be. All of that work prepared me for my current role. I work for the Texas Attorney General, Ken Paxton. Attorney General has endorsed me. Endorsed me early on in the race, but just to be clear, it was not my first endorsement. My first endorsement was from my wife. So when I thought about running for this court, I went home and I talked to my wife about it, and she said, you can run for anything, but we're not leaving this house. So fortunately, the court covers 24 counties, including Hays County and Travis County, and many other counties all the way to San Angelo, where I'm going to be tomorrow. We've got 2 kids. We live out by Dripping Springs in Hays County. I've started to bring my kids to different campaign events. I had my 2 kids at a campaign event a couple weeks ago, and there was a duck pond and some ducks, and my 3-year-old took off to take a close look at the ducks, which means he got kind of close to the pond. I learned at that event what it really means to run for office. In any event, I am endorsed by the Texas Attorney General. He was recently here in Texas, endorsed by President Trump. I mention that not as a partisan point. I think if Hillary Clinton were president, I think she would probably be saying things about the different attorney generals in the United States right now. And the reason I mention that is the work that the attorney generals are doing across our country at the state level is extremely important. And I think it's safe to say that the Texas Attorney General's office, where I work, has been front and center. And it's been front and center defending you, defending Texans. During my time at the Texas AG's office, I've worked to defend Texans from job-killing federal regulations throughout the Obama administration. I've continued to work to defend Texans on border security, on sanctuary cities, and on so many other important issues. Once again, I'm a Marine. I am someone who has dedicated my life to public service, beginning after college, continuing through active duty in the reserves, and now on to the Texas Attorney General's office. And what I hope is to continue serving you in the position of the newest justice on the Third Court of Appeals. Once again, my name is Mike Toth, T-O-T-H, and I'll be on the runoff ballot. Early voting starts a week from today on Monday, after Mother's Day, the most important day of the year, and continues till next Friday, and then finally the runoff election day is May 22nd. I hope to have your support. I'll be here as the night goes on. I'd love to talk to you some more. Thanks again.